that time we're just focusing on our breath. So eventually when we start focusing, we feel that peace and calmness in our mind.
Okay. Anyone else?
I had some distractions, but yeah, afterwards you do feel calm because you have less thoughts. That's all I have to say.
So what does that tell you? All your anxiety, all your stress, everything is because of your thoughts. Do you understand? But you hold your thoughts very dear to you. Yes or no? Whatever you think in your head about me or about this meditation or about your office, about somebody, about some people, some event, about past, whatever, those are called thoughts. Yes or no? And you hold those thoughts very close to you. Your opinion really matters to you. Are you getting me what I am saying? And that is the cause of all your misery. What you hold very dearly is the cause of your misery. So, but you don't know any better. My job is to take you to the place which is beyond thoughts. Right now, thought has very big importance in your life. Without thought, if I say, can you exist without thought, you will say no. Can you exist without thought? You can. But you have never experienced that. So when you did the meditation right now, the very first time you got a taste of that I can exist without thought. The thought is important, but they are not necessary. And once you understand the logic of thought, you will know that there are 70,000 thoughts every day. How many? Huh? How many do you remember? Huh? So if they were important, you will remember them, yes? From morning to evening, you get 70,000 thoughts. If I say, from yesterday's 70,000 thoughts, how many do you remember? So what does that do? You will have no answer. So what had happened then?
They're not important.
They are not important, but they are still going on. Okay? Have you ever heard to your thoughts? Have you ever watched your thought? Have you seen, have you laughed about when you see the nature of your thought?
Yes.
So when you were observing your breath, what you did is you said ki I am not going to go into my thoughts. I am going to be in this moment observing what is happening. So there are two kind of life one can live. One is actuality, and one is a psychological life. When you live in head, in the initial time I said ki you traveled from heart to head. Now you stayed in the head. So the world of head is of thoughts. And when you live in the head and in your thoughts, you are cut off from the reality. So what you perceive the outside world is all based on what your thoughts are. Okay? And those thoughts are now in an autopilot mode. You have no control over that. And you have no machine or no gadget or no nothing how you change your thought or how you transcend your thought. So that is why it's very important. Now basically your identification is coming from thought. That you are so identified with the thoughts that without thought your existence is also not possible. But imagine when you were children, that time there was no strong identification, and all you wanted to go out and play with children, all you wanted to go and have friends. That time you don't even realize that you had a mind. Now you realize that you have mind, because that time there was no trouble from the mind. There were no thought, you existed easily without thought. Now imagine one small baby is born, okay? His mind is not created yet. What does that baby do? What is the properties of that baby? Yeah, but what does he do? He observes. What he does? Yeah, he observes and imitate. When you observe and imitating means you are creating mind. Yes. When you teach him, you are a boy, you are a girl, you are this, you are that, you are that, you are creating mind in him. So mind is nothing but a bunch of thoughts. And the bunch of thought creates your identity. Right now, if I take out all your thoughts, what you will say who you are? I say, I am Meeta. That's also a thought. Everything you think is a thought. But beyond that there is an existence. Means beyond that there is a land where you can still exist and you can only allow thought when you want it. That's the stage of your childhood. You have experienced that stage. It's not that I am saying you something which you have not experienced. You have experienced everything. You have experienced the bliss in your childhood. You have experienced the happiness. You have experienced the stress-free life. You have experienced the beautiful sunny days, and you have seen the vibrant colors. You have seen the beautiful seasons, beautiful rain and everything. Suddenly you can't see none of that now. You know, when you were present, the days were so big in childhood. You know, you look forward to your holidays. Every place you would visit, you have a very strong image and memory and beautiful colors and everything. But right now everything is gone. Now everything is grey. Everything is dull. Now there is no that curiosity or that observation is not there. Why? Because in your mind you have gathered, you know everything now. And you will be amazed to know that you don't know anything. You look at a tree and you call it a tree, yes? Yes or no? So now you gave the name to one object as a tree. But have you really seen the tree? Have you really seen the tree? There are 1,000 different trees. There are 1,000 different shapes and color of the trees. If you take one tree and go near it and observe it very closely, like a small baby, like a baby does the observation, every trunk, every leaf, everything in the same tree is different. But you think I know the tree. You know nothing about tree. You go and observe. You say flower, I know the flower. You don't know flower. You go very closely and observe it. You will know what flower is. Do you understand what I am saying? So that only happens in ability to live in the present, and in that present you observe very closely. But right now what we do? We just give it name, finish. We know tree, we know flowers, we know everything. Yes? Why? Because we are just calculating data in our mind. There is no connection to your heart. So everything about your mind is thought, calculation, data, plus, minus, that's it. Analysis and comparing and judging, that's what all going on in your head. But in your heart, you will take a flower and you will really appreciate the beauty of it. Okay, so the first meditation we did, we learned to be in the present. So mind constantly travels into the past or into the future, and life is happening in this moment, in the present moment. Yes or no? You cannot take your car and go to your past or your future. All your identity is false. That whatever you say, I am this or I am that or I am that, that's not true. That's a relative truth, but not the real truth. Okay? So you say I am this, I am that, but before that you were something. Even before your name, you existed. Your name was not given at your birth. After 15 days they do the naming ceremony. Yes or no? So now, before even name you existed for 15 days. Na? So you can exist without your name. But right now you cannot. Do you understand? That's why I changed my name from Amit to Meeta. I don't care about my name anymore because I know who I am. Because name doesn't mean to me anything now. Because once you know who you truly are, you don't have to worry about names. Yeah, I do use name, but it has no very strong connection with me. My name has no strong connection with me. If somebody calls me something else, I wouldn't mind. But with you, your name is the strongest identity. But before name also you existed. Your name is very close to you because somebody says, Priti is not a good person or she is like this or she is like that, Like somebody says, that Prakashji is a bad person. So they're cursing the name Prakashji. And he feels very bad because that name is hurt. But if he doesn't give too much importance to name, what will happen? It wouldn't matter who says what, yes or no. Right now whole life is like that. So we have to find that our real identity. That way then you don't have to worry about anything else. Okay. So the first meditation we learn to live in present moment, and everything else is illusion. All your thoughts are useless, negative and repetitive. No matter how the magic is this, miracle is this ki you think you are thinking something important, yes or no, every day. From morning to evening you think, look at your thoughts and you will say, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. You plan, you do this and that, and you say, he's like that or she's like that. You judge and you compare and you analyze, and next day you forget all those things. But that day when you are doing those things, you feel like what a beautiful thing you are doing, and you take it very seriously, all those thoughts. But those all thoughts are repetitive. 99.99% of the thoughts out of those 70,000 thoughts are negative, repetitive and useless. So you give importance to useless thought whole day. Okay. No matter what you are thinking, even if you are thinking to earn $1 million or build 4 investment property, you will think you are doing very big thing, you will think very important thing. Next day you will forget. You will just go and eat pani puri somewhere. But that time it is very important. Okay. Now let's start second meditation. It's called Nada Brahma meditation. It will be done in 3 stages, 4 stages. First, so in this meditation what you have to do, this is a active meditation, so you won't feel that bored. Like usually mind is very bored when there is no activity. So this is 4-stage meditation, Nada Brahma meditation, but each stage you have to give 100%. Okay. So the first stage is humming. How do you hum? Can you hum? Okay, humming. So feel the vibration throughout your body. So send your vibrations throughout the body while humming, like that. So that's the first stage. Second stage is I will tell you to imagine things. Okay, now you have to imagine what I am saying. So you put your hands, keep your like this. Okay. So first what you will do. So first stage is humming. Second stage is giving energy out. So what you have to do is give energy and make 2 identical circles like this. Yes, 2 identical circles. So what you are doing? You are giving energy, but make like a 2 identical circle. Okay. Then the third stage is you put the hands like this upside down, and now because now you are emptying your energy, now you want to get the cosmic energy. So you throw out all your negative energy, good energy, everything you throw out first, empty yourself up, and then you put the hand down and then to like this, okay. And the third stage is just sitting idle, doing nothing. You can sit in any position and you can move and whatever, whatnot, okay. Any question? 4 stages. First is humming, second is giving the energy out, third one is taking the energy in, and the fourth one is simply sitting. But once you are sitting now, try to be as idle as possible. Unless it's absolute, you can sit in the beginning also, you can sit. Once your third stage is done, take whatever position you want, but then you stay with that position, okay.
Eyes closed too.
Eyes closed all the time.
All the time eyes closed.
All the time eyes closed.
And mind?
Mind on hand.
The first one is like this, is it?
First one is giving out. Giving. Then
2 identical circles with your
yeah, and don't do like oh my hand is paining. Oh. No, give a proper big circle. Okay, I can guarantee your hand will not break or fall down. Yeah, otherwise there will be shortcut, because yeah, giving 100% is very important. Don't worry about mind. You will have to just give 100%. So when you give 100% to anything you do, alright.